Why does everything feel so much more intense lately? What is up, everyone, and welcome to my room again where awesome things happen, including these mini coaching sessions with you. Once again, here's JoJo, your life and wellness coach, to send some massive loves your way today and to bitch slap you a little too to get you out of that crazy emotional roller coaster ride once and for all. I hope. So today, I want to talk to you about that crazy mix of feelings that we've all felt under a specific kind of circumstances all throughout our lives, and especially over the past few months. And I'm talking about the disappointment roller coaster, which is actually the steepest ride because it's purely related to loss. So if you've been saying anything close to, I've been feeling so demotivated lately, or everything hurts, everything feels so much more intense right now, or I can't point at a single direction in terms of how I feel, well, let's take a deep breath. You're not crazy at all. You're not being dramatic. You're not wrong. You just need a little bit of guide to unwind yourself and realize that you're just a human being who's experiencing massive amounts of disappointment, one after the other one, non-stop, because of Doña Corona's annoying ass. Now, I must point out that here's someone who thanks heavens for having all of my immediate family members safe and sound. I haven't lost a job or a business. And as always, I feel I can only talk from my own experience. But the tactics I'm about to teach you today applies to all levels of loss. So I feel humbled to mention this right now and add that my entire heart goes out to you, to all those who have experienced significant loss around this pandemic. This message goes especially for you guys with all my love. And sure, you all can relate as well. I mean, weddings have been postponed, family vacations have been canceled, the spring break, summer camps canceled, even fathers not being able to be at their child's birth, without mentioning all of the fun entertainment and stuff we were so used to enjoying during this time of the year, all canceled. And the list goes on and on and on and on. So here's the thing. Disappointment is such an uncomfortable emotion that is so hard to deal with because it evolves a mix of emotions that are already super challenging to deal with, such as sadness, pain, and hurt due to a sort of loss that you've experienced. So today, I'm so thrilled to share with you how in heavens to get out of such roller coaster already. And most importantly, how to catch yourself getting there so that you can address it on time before it becomes a higher drop. Because the reason why I'm able to share this right now, it's not because I became this superpower woman who's now immune to experiencing challenges in my life. But what I can tell you is that putting the work to overcome my fears and challenges has become a huge non-negotiable that pays off big time in absolutely every area of my life. And I'm here because I want the same for you. So it was maybe during week 6, during the actual quarantine, that I reached a point where I would find myself working so hard until literally my eyes would hurt, or cleaning up my place for like the 10th time that week instead of resting or giving myself a break. Or what's worse, I found myself overreacting or arguing more than normal with my love, my partner Chris, who I love so much, to say the least. And since I know myself, and with all the knowledge and experience that I now have, I knew I needed to figure shit out on my own right away and dig deep so that I won't let myself go on a longer drop. And listen, I came to realize that I let myself go the moment I decided to ignore, fix, or invalidate the strong emotions I was feeling about not being able to go to Ecuador this summer. And for the first time, bringing my love, my beautiful Viking, back with me, and to experience the time of our lives together in my homeland with my mother, who had been working so hard around her property, making arrangements to host this huge party to celebrate and welcome us. And whether you can relate with that or not, that's been my most frustrating, sad, and painful loss I've had over the pandemic. While at the same time, everyone else keeps asking me, when are you gonna see your mother again? And you wish they knew how much you're hurting so that they would never even think of asking that question again. But there's the trick. Right then, where a wound that hasn't been addressed at all gets to bleed a little bit more, making you become overreactive and oversensitive about shit that doesn't even matter at all. Like the sushi people forgetting to pack your eel sauce and completely ruining your entire existence like that one night. Sorry, babe. And why? Why did I react that way? It was because I was already feeling so much disappointment around my own losses. And since I didn't take the time to do what I'm about to teach you, everything else felt so much bigger or escalated a lot more than what it should have. That's why when you are experiencing disappointment, I beg you to address it sooner than later so that you can turn that shit around and put things back in perspective so that you will avoid getting sick or ruining your relationships. Because remember that disappointment already evolves three other challenging emotions to deal with. And this wave of emotions would get activated by the slightest trigger, producing the same familiar feeling of frustration, hurt, sadness you've been feeling due to your losses that have not been addressed properly, to the point that when someone asks you how you're doing, you only feel like crying and say, I'm doing like shit. Thanks for asking. So now that you've got a better picture of what's going on inside of you and why everything feels so much more intense lately, let's do something. Will you find some time between today or over the weekend to allow yourself to dig deep within yourself so that you can be present for the emotions that you've been feeling all around this pandemic? And without numbing those emotions with Netflix, food, Xbox, shopping, whatever coping mechanism that you're used to using to ignore your emotions, allow yourself to identify your losses around this pandemic, meaning all the reasons that you felt disappointed. And with that clear information, I will see you on Monday with the actual steps to overcome disappointment before it becomes a higher drop and it affects you and the rest of your environment again. And if you allowed yourself to watch this video until this point, you're already doing an amazing job. And sure, you've heard that you're not alone on this and still you have no idea how the hell to deal with it. So this time, with all my love, I'm telling you, you're not alone on this. But sure, it's time to snap out of it for your goodness sake and the goodness sake of your loved ones. So let's dig deep over the next couple of days and watch my video on Monday so that you can learn how to overcome disappointment once and for all. I love you all and I'll see you on Monday. Mwah. Ciao, ciao.